it true? I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. Do you? Do you? Do you?
Everything we've done till now, it seems like just a game. Our questions will be answered now. I'm asking just the same. Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Is it now?
Is it now? Is it now? Is it now?
Where are we going anyhow? Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Is it true?
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true?
I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer. Do you?
Do you? Do you?
We were not ready. We flunked our very first assignment, a simple demon exorcism. Jesus said that while he went up into the Smoky Mountains for a private prayer meeting, that we had all better go back to Valdosta. Well, on our way down there, we took a little fishing trip. We were all out in the middle of the lake when we saw the sky turn yellow. And a tornado started forming. We thought we were goners. Then in a flash, the sky turned as blue as the morning glory. Rock says, I swear, that is the biggest duck I ever seen in my life. It's me, Jesus. Look, no skis.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Rock, I bet you could do this too if you really wanted to.
Yeah, Rock can do it.
Sure you can. Come on.
right.
Who wants to see Rock? Walk on water. All right, that's right. Now get the other foot. Rock, you have to let go of the side before it works. Of course, it's crazy. Now do it.
Come on, Rock.
That's right. Good, Rock. Good. Now take a step. Come on, listen to them both. They're going crazy. One foot in front of the other. Rock, that's great. That's terrific. That's drowning. After Rock sunk, Jesus looked so defeated that no one even spoke around him. We traveled to Valdosta in perfect silence. A few weeks after our arrival there, everybody started wondering what the hometown celebrity was doing back. Was he in trouble? Did he run out of money? Well, when Jesus got that kind of a reception from his own people, he seemed to cut off contact with everybody. Jesus, Joe brought your mother and your brothers here to see you. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? The person who does the will of my spiritual father is my mother, and my brother, and my sister. Right. Mr. and Miss Davidson, perhaps tomorrow would be a better time for your meeting. Well, what could Mary and Joe do but turn around and go back home? That night after supper, while Mary was doing the dishes, she watched Joe sitting out in the backyard, and for a few moments they each had time to think about their son.
You are still my boy, even though you're gone now. We have your memory lingering on. Boyish laughter rings out clear, and it seems you must be near. Footsteps sound and I look around and I look to see if you are here. You still claim a part of that hopeful place I call my heart. Hopeless is a word I never learned. Though my head knows what is true, that we've seen the very last of you, my heart won't listen. It just keeps missing that loving boy that it once knew. You will always be, somewhere deep inside of me. I know it. Yes, I know it. I can feel it. I ain't no prophet claiming doom now. Somehow just never learned the knack. You have a boy, you give him room now, and then there's nothing ever gonna bring him back. Oh, you are still my boy, even though you're gone now. I hear your laughter lingering on. I hear it, yes it's true. And no matter what I do, no matter where I'm going to, I'll always have my memories. I'll always have my memories. I'll always have my memories of you.
At this time, the governor of Georgia was Harvey. Now, he was a nephew of the Herod who tried to kill Jesus. Well, one day, John the Baptizer came right out and said, Harvey, you son of a snake.
Amen.
You weren't content just to wallow around in bed with your brother's wife. You stole her and you married her up. Now you're going straight down, lickety split, fast as a jackrabbit, don't pass go more filled with sin than a chick what's been a sucker all night long to hell.
Hallelujah.
Amen. So Harvey's wife nagged at him day and night until he arrested John, and then she made him get rid of that old-time religion man. Well, when Jesus heard about this, he started gearing up his public ministry again by doing some really spectacular miracles that made his reputation skyrocket. For example, he takes 5 boxes of Nabiscos, 2 cans of sardines, and he feeds 5,000 people. Well, when this kind of action started, we knew it was old times but better. Then one afternoon, he called us together. Boys, I noticed in last night's newspaper an article by a reporter who said that I am not Jesus at all, but that I am probably Jeremiah. This morning, on a TV talk show, a Bible scholar argued that I am Moses. I almost believed him. So I got to wondering, who do you say that I am? Rock, don't look at that paper. Oh. Of course. Oh, don't worry about that. That is simple. Who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? We covered that, didn't we? Who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? Just give me 5 more seconds. Please. Oh, cut it out! Wait a minute. Of course, you are the living Lord's man. You are the Son of God. You are beautiful. Simon Rock Johnson, put her there. I'm going to give you the keys to the city of God. Now you remember that when they take me to Atlanta to be lynched. Jesus, I'm real sorry, but you have got to hush up all of this lynching nonsense. We have got your takeover all figured out. You see, Matthew is going to organize us into a non-profit corporation. And Andy's got an old high school friend that has made a big time out in Hollywood, so we're going to get them to do a TV special on you. And Tad has already started organizing your followers to vote for politicians who will support your policies for world peace once they're in office. We got to get organized. We got to get smart. We got to go get our act together before we start.
Off of the drawing board, down onto the street.
That's right.
Out of the menu stage and into the meat.
We gotta get unionized.
Yeah.
We gotta get trained.
That's a good idea.
Form a company
And find a name. Off of the theory now, and more of the same. Off of the practice field and into the game. We're hoping that you're hearing us to get our message through. But if we're really serious, we're not doing enough of the kind of stuff. We gotta get rough and tough enough. We're not doing enough of the kind of stuff. We gotta get rough and tough enough to do. Doodly-doo.
Ain't that something? Speak to me, Jesus. You don't look real keen on all this. I didn't come to star on a TV show or preside over some corporation. And I did not come to lead the political peace movement of all time. I came to split a boy from his daddy, and a bride from her husband, and a sister from her sister. Anybody who puts his parents or children above me is not my man. Anybody who puts his possessions above me is not my man. And anybody who will not accept his own lynching and share my life is not my man. Get out of here, Satan. Well, none of us could even look Jesus in the face after that. But then the very next day, he burst into our rooms and said, it is time to shoot on into the big peach. And that was the only explanation we ever had. He borrowed an old beat-up VW convertible and he made down Highway 85 in it while we marched beside. Other folks started getting the idea and taking their coats off to make a carpet for him right down the interstate. Others are cutting on magnolia blossoms and japonica blooms and throwing them into the air. Huge mobs came, some going in front, some following behind. They were shouting, "Hooray for our leader! Hooray for our leader! Long live the Lord's man! Hooray for God Almighty!" By the time he got to Atlanta, the whole city was stoked up.
It's been a long, long time waiting, you know.
Been a long, long road, we gotta go.
While time flowed slow and fast,
The world kept going fast.
but I know I'm gonna love it while it lasts. It's an old dream we've been dreaming this night, hoping someday we'd see the light, trying to imagine the sight, praying we were doing it right, and then the day came up and now that dream shines bright. We're gonna love it while it lasts. We're gonna love it while it lasts. We're gonna love it while it lasts. All the desperate days we left behind, all the detours we took that we had to find, when fate had been unkind, we had to bide our time, but it was worth the wait. It don't matter, we feel fine. We're gonna love it while it lasts. We're gonna love it while it lasts. We're gonna love it. We're gonna love it. We're gonna love it. We're gonna love it. We're gonna love it while it lasts.
Then Jesus stopped at First Church. The mobs gathered for a miracle. They worked up to a fever pitch, expecting him to heal, make money out of thin air, announce his takeover of the government. Instead, he walked across the street to a construction site, borrowed a sledgehammer, and headed into the church. He went to the center courtyard where there was a beautiful shopping mall of fine religious gifts, and he proceeded to smash it to pieces. He marched quickly up the hall to where the church offices were, broke down the door, personally pitched out the finance committee, burned the investment and endowment records, and scrapped the long-range expansion plans. When Jesus broke in, the clerks and the storekeepers started to flee, but because the minister of education had thrown a burglar alarm, that burglar alarm system locked every door in the building and trapped the entire ministerial staff in their own fellowship hall. It didn't take Jesus long to find them. You sons of snakes. My house should be known for its commitment to God, and you turned it into a biker's club and a religious racket. Then the blind people and the broken people and the young people started gathering into the church, and he was making the needy among them well. He was saying, come on to me. Everybody that's had a belly full of emptiness, you get in the harness with me, for my harness is practical. My assignment is joy.
This is a song that needs no explanation. This is a song I hope the time would bring. Jubilation. And this is a song I call my jubilation. Jubilation. And it feels so good. All I got to do is sing. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody wants to touch his dream just one time. I know I'll never ever get this close again. Jubilation. And everybody wants to feel that feeling sometime. That's why I don't want today to come to an end. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul and mind. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everybody wants to touch his dream just one time. I know I'll never ever get this close with all your heart, soul and mind. And everybody wants to feel that feeling sometime. That's why I don't want today to come to an end. And everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Everybody say ooh-wee. Yourself.
Outside, the crowds felt cheated. They broke into a riot, throwing beer bottles, trampling one another, trying to get inside. They wanted Jesus to come out and lead an attack on the government offices next. When he didn't, many of the same people who had cheered his arrival started calling him a fake and joined the factions against him. The very same day, the annual Believe in the Bible Society convention got into full swing in downtown Atlanta. So the city was crammed with ministers and politicians out to sway the public. After the meeting, all of the board met in the backyard of Dr. Caiaphas, who was the executive board director for the Believe in the Bible Society.
He's a dangerous, dangerous man. Gotta stop him while we can. The rabble in the street are falling at his feet. Gotta keep him quiet. Don't want to start another riot. Who can we trust? What will become of us? He's a dangerous, dangerous man. Gotta stop him while we can. The rabble in the street are falling at his feet. Gotta stop him. Gotta keep him quiet. Gotta stop him. Don't want to start another riot. Gotta stop him. Who can we trust? Gotta stop him. What will become of us?
I appreciate you taking this time out of your meeting, Dr. Caiaphas, to meet with me privately. Yes, my father was Simon Iscariot. Oh, sure, I knew you knew Daddy. Everybody knew Daddy. He was one of the Believe in the Bible Society old-timers. I don't know how to put this. I knew exactly what I wanted to say before I came here, and now everything is... Okay. I think Jesus needs some help. Personal help. Psychological help. You see, lately he keeps on harping about, will you promise me that this is just between you and me? Lately he keeps on saying that he is going to take over by being murdered. And then, when everybody knows that he is 6 feet under, he is going to come back to life. Yes, I know. Now, he thinks that I have got a special part in all of this. Oh no, he's never said it in so many words because the others would get jealous. That's why I have got to do something to stop him. God, you don't know how good it is to talk to somebody who understands. Pardon me, did you say tonight? Okay. As soon as I find out where we're eating, I'll call you. We'll work out the details. I know you people in the Believe in the Bible would know exactly what to do.
Judd, oh Judd, where did you go?
What you been doing? Nobody knows.
With your pockets a-jingling and your smile coming slow.
That night after supper, after everybody else had left the restaurant where we were eating, Jesus takes a big biscuit, rips it into shreds, and then he says to us, you better bite into this. It's my body. You better swallow this. It's my blood.
Hey, what's going on? Well, this don't make much sense.
He's been talking once again to his pappy.
Wine his blood, biscuit his body. Here we go again.
Shh.
Go ahead and drink it, boys. It will make him happy.
Then we all went out into a rock garden behind the restaurant. Jim, Jack, Rock, come here a second. I know it's late, but I want you here. Because
realize it's coming true with me. Like it says in Scripture, he's going to be thrown in with the violent. No, everything is not all right. Thank you. I appreciate this more than you know. Daddy, please, relieve me of this agony. Only, I want it to be your decision. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. Daddy. Daddy. Gosh. Oh. Judd, it's you. How did... Who are your friends here? Judd, did you just kiss the Son of Man goodbye? Oh, buddy, do you realize what you have just started?
Judd, oh Judd, where will you go?
Now that you've done it, now that he knows.
I'm glad I don't carry the weight of your soul.
In the morning, Dr. Caiaphas brought Jesus to the present governor, Pilate. You know, I could throw the book at you. Vagrancy, destruction of public property, inciting to riot, running a fast food joint, serving 5,000 a day, no health permit. What do you think we ought to do? Dorothy Jean, would you bring me one sack of that mail in here? I wanted Jesus and these reporters to see. Now, let me ask you one question. Are you the head of the church? You are. Does that mean that you are accepting their accusations against you? Cat got your tongue. Just dump it on the floor, Dot. Now, that's a good bit of hate mail, right? Well, it's one sack of about 30. We've got like it downstairs. And who do you think it's about? Okay. What seems smart to me, Jesus, is that we put you for a while in a small prison in South Georgia so that these boys from the press can let the publicity cool down a bit. Then I will hold a trial. Maybe give you a pardon. Whatever. God. Now, does that sound fair?
Thank God for Governor Pilate. At last we've got a guy who shows he cares.
Your silence is beginning to unnerve me. Take him downstairs. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, Dr. Caiaphas. I don't think he is a religious racketeer. He knows too well how to keep his mouth shut. Yes, yes, yes. It was very good to see you again, too. Dot, get my Uncle Mabry on the phone. That's right, Gainesville.
Thank God for Governor Pilate. At last we've got a guy who shows he cares. Thank God for Governor Pilate. At last we've got a friend who's always there.
Mabry? Mabry, can you hear me? Well, I thought you might like to know that Jesus is going to be taken to the Lee Correctional Institution. Leesburg. Thursday night about 9 o'clock. Down Route 214.
We have had our limits in the past in the top spots.
Well, that old bum Herod and his nephew Harvey, they should have been shot.
Having dudes like that in government makes Georgia not so hot. That's why we're so lucky with this new guy that we've got. Thank God for Governor Pilate. At last we've got a guy who shows he cares.
That's new sewage plant, Ian.
Thank God for Governor Pilate. At last we've got a friend who's always there.
He fixes potholes, kisses babies.
You know, I love the way his wife dresses. Yeah, boy.
Friday afternoon, we got the bad news. As Jesus was being taken to Leesburg, and as he was coming down the 2-lane, right outside of town, a Klansman jumped out of the woods and shot out the front right tire of the patrol car. Then it was a mob several hundred strong against 2 highway patrolmen. They dragged him into the woods and stripped him naked. They flogged him using one of those cat-o'-nine tails that has bits of rock and glass in it, wrapping it around his body and whipping it off 39 times because it was said that 40 would kill a man. They strung Jesus by the neck and choked him off as slowly as possible.
You just come along, and now we find you gone. Give us one more try, one more tomorrow.
All we need is time. Sure could use some time. Can't you stay a while for us to follow? Yes, I know you have a new life coming. That's what you figured out. But everybody's lost now. Everybody's lost now. Everybody's lost now. What's it all about? Maybe we'll come with you. Maybe we will stay. Maybe we'll just watch a while, then wander. It seems like all the good things that you've planned will drift away. But maybe they will last this time. I wonder. Yes, I know we have a new life coming. That's what you figured out. But everybody's lost now. Everybody's lost now. Everybody's lost now. What's it all about? What's it all about?
Late that afternoon, a well-to-do citizen from the white suburb of Sylvan Hill obtained permission from Pilate to have the body. So the man had an undertaker friend take the body and lock it in his family tomb under a huge slab of marble. We thought we'd seen the last of Jesus. Pilate decided to organize an enormous number of guards to watch the grave. He got the FBI, the National Guard, the Highway Patrol. I mean, there were some big mothers watching that too. On Sunday morning, along about the break of day, a lot of commotion started to happen. Here comes Mary, the one from Mobile, and the other Mary and Joanna to put some flowers next to the gravesite. What do you know? An angel comes out of the sky. It looked like his clothes were made of lightning. His face was just like snow. He flew past the police helicopters, smashed against the marble slab, turns to the ladies and says, "Get moving. I know you come here to see Jesus who was lynched. He's back from the dead." Well, they took out of there like 3 cats and long tails in a room full of rocking chairs. And who should they meet on the way but Jesus? And he said, "Howdy. Y'all quit being so scared. Tell my brothers and sisters that I'm going to meet them on the mountainside I chose in Alabama." Well, that night, he nearly gave everybody at the Big R barbecue cardiac arrest when he walked through, and I mean through the door. Then he ordered a cup of coffee, a big piece of pecan pie, ate it right in front of everybody. That really put away their doubts. Meanwhile, back at the gravesite, the guard finally organized their attack on the angel. It might have worked if he hadn't already disappeared. So the guard told the sergeant, and the sergeant told the general, and the general phoned Pilate. Right away, Pilate and his henchmen started concocting a story about Jesus' students stealing the body after the men guarding the tomb fell asleep. All 100 of them just taking a cat nap in unison. The first time I saw Jesus after his lynching was with the rest of the disciples. We had gathered from all over the southeast and had come to Alabama. Jesus did meet us on the mountainside. And he said, it worked. It worked. I am here. Now all of the power and the wisdom of heaven and earth has been given to me. And I pass them right on to you. You go out and you share them with all nations and with all races. Welcome all people into my Father's family, because I'll be hanging right in there with you all the time up to the last inning.
Now if a man tried to take his time on earth and prove before he died what one man's life could be worth, well, I wonder what would happen to this world. Oh yes, I wonder. Yes, I wonder. Yes, I wonder. Yes, I wonder. What would happen? What would happen? What would happen to this world? Well, I wonder what would happen to this world. Now disciple children walk the streets selling books and flowers. Could they be the last ones with a semblance of a dream? If we say there's no one out there, we say we're going nowhere. Can we avoid the question, is this all that is seen? Now if a man tried to take his time on earth, and prove before he died, what one man's life could be worth, well, I wonder what would happen to this world. Well, I wonder what would happen to this world. Everybody say hooey. Everybody say hooey.
Thank you.
Y'all want to hear the flip side? Y'all come back!